See this 1965 Chevy pickup? We got a dual master cylinder booster. We got an LS swap 5.7 in there, aluminum radiator. We went ahead and powder coated our inner fenders and such to get the engine bay looking pretty nice. We've got brand new windshield, brand new rubber. We got our upholstery redone, new carpeting, Dakota digital dash. We got a brand new roof, all painted up looking nice, as is the interior. We went ahead and swapped it from a small window to a big window. We chopped the frame. We chopped our bed right here. We got brand new bedwood inside. We got it slammed on airbags, of course, and we've got disc brakes up front. Now, 18 days ago, this was a bone stock, really rusty, rat-infested truck. The rust on the roof was so bad you could literally put your hands right up inside it. The bone stock height, drum brakes, single reservoir master cylinder, you get a leak anywhere in the line and you are dead. It was a long bed, small window, the upholstery was just atrocious. The bedwood was completely missing altogether. It had a big ugly bumper on the back that some people actually like. 3 on the tree, manual transmission, 292, straight 6 engine. All right, this is the last week of our chop, drop, and LS swap. What we're going to be doing this week is putting all of our the rest of our sheet metal on, tailgate, chains, all your lights, all the fancy cool stuff. This is going to look like a complete truck by the time I'm done with this. So you guys stay tuned, and we're going to watch this go up, down, and hear the engine roar. And 2 and 2. Getting ready to put my front fender on. I have to put this piece on first though, because you can't get to these little nuts right here. Well, you can get to some of them, but you can't get to that for sure. When you're tightening these down, you got to be nice and gentle with it. You're not actually tightening these down all the way like you normally would. If you tighten them too much, you can warp your molding here, or you can take, if you have nice new paint, and you'll just dig it right into the paint. So you're just getting these nice and lightly snug basically. Then I'll come back and I'll put a little bit of Loctite on each one of these to make sure they don't back up on me in the future. This baby's all ready to go. So let's see what it looks like, huh? All right, this side lines up better than the other one did, but okay. Now of course you made sure that you chased all your threads. And we've got our body shims all ready to rock and roll. I have my trim on my door and on my fenders so that I can line up both of these at the same time. Hand me one of those plastic spatulas, will you please? And when I'm lining up the door, sometimes I'll just use these plastic spatulas to help me a little bit. Now that'll depend on, is the paint new or not, etc., and how much I have to work for it. But that can help you out if you're running into troubles. So let me get this guy all tight, and we'll throw some more sheet metal up there, huh? So I don't know if you can tell on the lighting, but it is dark. It's 11 o'clock or later. So we just got that grill surround on that set up, and then we basically called it a day. Everybody's pretty tired. So now all the rest of this filming, this is happening on the last day. Everybody's exhausted, but still at the same time, there's kind of like a nervous, happy energy going on because we know it's our last day and we got to get this truck done. We're coming along. I got Brett in here, thankfully, taking care of the programming on our computer. We got Simon finishing up the front end. We're about to put the wheels and tires on so you can watch it go And I'm going to be in the back here putting in my lights. We got these cool LED lights that I like to use sometimes. When you're doing this right here, though, you got to remember that just because that's metal, it doesn't mean you're going to get a ground. Sometimes you'll have to do a special ground off of this, but you definitely got to make sure that those contacts are clean, and you got to make sure that you have a ground that's going from the bed to the frame. Okay? All right, this is just, I forgot. That's all there is to it. I forgot. You got to put the bezel on first. So this here unplugs basically just like your light does. You just see right here, you push in a little bit, you turn it, that comes off. Now I can put my cool chrome on. Actually, it's a aluminum bezel, but make sure you get a little bit of dielectric grease on this, and we just go back together the same way. So don't forget what I forgot. What now? What?
Over from here and do a keystone.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if this is going to be the bit that we use, but I'm at the point where it's saying that we need to turn the engine over and watch the RPM climb.
And hype it.
You don't have a 0 on the TPS, so it's not giving you that. You want
Okay.
that ground time better than?
Maybe give it a minute. You just give me 1 minute.
No, I'm starting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, so we all ready then? All right. All right, so, you know, I get lucky sometimes. Brett did all the thinking on this, and all I do is come over and then turn on the ignition and see what happens. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that. Yeah, it never starts in the first time a lot of times, so yeah, that's nice. That's all to Brett, by the way, so thank you, Brett. Throttle's working. Mean exhaust, man. All right, cool. Well, let's check for leaks and miscellaneous other hazards of life.
That was unbelievable. I did not expect it to fire up on just half a turn. That was crazy. That was unbelievable.
It starts. I think we can put it.
What went down, Dave?
Well, what? Oh, yeah. Whoever put the high pressure line on, it blew. But I ain't gonna blame him too much because it's a difficult fitting to put on. I don't like doing it. That's why I didn't do it. So maybe it's my fault.
The high pressure line of what?
Power steering hose.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't say that already.
Yep.
So that one did that.
What would happen if it was actually sitting on the ground, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so you only start the car for a minute and you let it, and you just see what happens. Then you start it and you let it run for 5 minutes and you let it see what happens. Then you do 10 minutes, then you start to turn the steering wheels and stuff goes. Pretty much I can guarantee you that no matter how good you did it, there's just always something that's hiding that's gonna sneak out and go poof. Leading the brakes, pretend we're driving down the road. You gotta make the broom broom noise, man. No, leaking a little there. Don't forget, brake fluid absolutely hates your paint job. It doesn't like your skin or anything else either. So as soon as you get any brake fluid anywhere, actually before you even put brake fluid in there, you should put a wet rag down there in anticipation. At any rate, make sure that you get the brake fluid washed off with water immediately. So hearing that engine start up, that really gave a boost to the team. It gave us enough energy to get all the last little things done and get the truck looking as good as it sounds. We're getting ready to put the hood on, so you would think the hood latch would be a good idea. The only problem with that, when you're trying to adjust the hood latch is going to force you into wherever it is. So if you were off sides, it's going to move the hood offside. So we're going to leave this off for now. Then what we're going to do on our hinge over here is we're going to set it so that this is in the correct position. Now normally, what I've found over the years, what happens with these generally is that this works best if you can see this slot right here. The front does not have a slot, but the back does. So I take this and I move it so that it is always on the back of the slot right here, not on the front. And it's just because I've run into that on a regular basis. Also, if the hood isn't in the right place, you can loosen this up and it'll just move back easy, and then you just tighten it back up and double check. So give me a second and we'll get the hood on.
Would have helped first.
Okay, you just probably get in the middle and, all right, coming on down. Okay. All right, so hold right there.
It's in my pocket. Just gotta reach for it. Tell me you don't want it.
Okay, so you don't want to get it too tight.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, okay.
Is that what you-
All right, so once your bottom's in, then I'll get my top in, and then you'll get your top in.
You can move
Bong.
it.
So what we're going to do now is your hood hinges are slotted, and what you're going to want to do is pull the hood all the way up to the top of the slot. Then what you can do is you bring the hood down and you lightly tap it back into place. You just bring the hood up a little bit, you snug them up a little bit, and then you double check, and you might have to do that 200, 300, 400 times.
Never get caught up in your own bullshit. If it's 1/32 of an inch off, stop looking at it.
So that's the end of our 8-week series on chop, drop, and LS swap. This was a bone stock, really rusty old truck. We chopped that frame, we chopped the bed, we put new bedwood in it. We really freshened up the interior. There was serious rust, so we just cut the whole roof off. We got disc brakes, airbags, LS swap, digital dash, new upholstery. You know, the list just goes on and I'm forgetting. I'd really like to thank everybody that helped out with this project. There was no way we were going to get done if it wasn't for everybody's help on this. So I want to thank all those guys, and I want you guys to stay tuned because we're going to be doing more of this kind of stuff. You know, we get all the little individual videos for you guys on how to do a little bit of rush repair and this and that and the other. Well, this is what happens when you take all those little videos and you add them together and you put them on a truck. So what I want you to do is learn. Start out small, work your way up. One way or the other, we're going to fix every single truck truck on this planet, and I'm gonna need your help. So subscribe and check out Instagram and Facebook, and I'm sure they come up. TikTok, yeah, we're on TikTok? Anyway, we'll see you next week, man. All right, 1 second. All right, one more time. Over the next fix. That's all I need. The first three. That's all I need. First three. The first three. Over there. I got first three. All right. All right. We got to do a blooper reel. I did a little stumble there. Let me try. Yeah. Okay. This is part one. This is part one. Okay. All right. We're looking at suspension and brakes. We got week 2 on our LS. Week 3. Okay. All right, we are looking at the last week of our LS swap, our chop, and our drop. Okay, never mind. One more time. Okay, hang on. No, don't say it again. Okay. This is the last week of our LS swap, drop. No, wait. Chop, drop, LS swap. Yeah, that's it. We'll be getting our lights in the back, and okay, so what's my intro before I start listing?
Just kind of like,
over the next 8 weeks, we're going to take you on it. I forgot. And how am I supposed to end this? What? Okay, right. Come on. It was a 3 on the 3, 292 manual transmission. How am I supposed to end this? Oh, and that's it. Okay, and that's it. Okay, right, because it's just a description. Okay, right. That's where I'm from.
taper off. Like
Because okay. Over the next 8 weeks, we're going to show you how you.
We're going to take you on a
Yeah, I know. I'm tripping. Okay, just the first word. Man, it's getting late, man. Okay, this week it's frame shortening cleanup. Right? Clean up and cut our frame. All right, continuing journey, old and new. This week, cut and clean frame. Frame cut and clean. Chassis. What? 1965 drop, chop, LS swap. This week, the old and new shit. All right, do you think I can just start off with, phrase it differently, or just is that unequivocally? Oh, whatever I want. Okay. All right. So let me think then. All right. Okay. Part 3, suspension and brakes. What was to what is. Let me think a little bit more. No, that didn't work out either. Okay. All right. Let me just go to the other one then. Okay. Right. Old and new, so I don't have to get no old and new in there. What was is to what? Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. First 3 words. Part 3. Part 3, LS swap. All right, my hair's doing okay-ish. Okay. All right, we're gonna get our front airbag set up. You can see we've got dual, dadgummit, dual. What you want to do when you're doing something like that is still leave the nut on the end of the, what is it? Right into our frame like a shoebox. So, what else? And now let's see what comes. I don't know how to wrap these things. I don't know how to do it without wrapping. But you can just cut that last part out, right? Yeah, don't give me too many options. Hooker? All right, this week on our 65. Yeah. All right, this week on our rust, bodywork, and paint. Hang on. Rust, bodywork, and paint. That sounded weird, didn't it? Rust, bodywork, and paint. Continuing our journey on a 1965 LS. Wrong order. Was that it? Right? Am I done? Okay.